Good morning, students. This is K. Lakshmi, Assistant Professor in the Department of EEE, Cheprolu Engineering College. Lecturer 24, Unit 2, Conductors, Dielectrics and Capacitance. Topic: Solved problems on conductors, dielectrics and capacitance. A dipole having momentum P bar is equal to 3ax bar minus 5ay bar plus 10az bar Newton centimeter is located at point Q 1, 2, minus 4 in free space. Find potential at point P 2, 3, 4. So, in this problem, they have given momentum and a point Q. We have to find the potential. So, the expression for the potential due to a dipole, that is V is equal to P bar dot AR bar by 4 pi epsilon naught R square. So first of all, we have to find the value of distance between these 2 points, that is Q and P, and also the vector along the direction Q to P. So that is represented by R bar. So R bar is equal to Q x coordinate 1 and P x coordinate 2. So 2 minus 1 ax bar, 3 minus 2 ay bar, 4 minus 4 az bar. So 2 minus 1 ax bar plus 3 minus 2 ay bar plus 4 minus of minus 4, that is 8 az bar. Now mod of R bar is equal to square root of coefficient of ax bar, that is 1 square, and square of coefficient of ay bar, that is 1 square, and square of coefficient of az bar, that is 8 square, that is 64. So magnitude of R bar value is square root of 66. Now the unit vector AR bar expression is R bar by mod of R bar. So R bar unit vector is AX bar plus AY bar plus 8 AZ bar, and mod of R bar value is root of 66. So AR value here we find. Now substitute this value in P bar dot AR bar. So this is the P bar vector given in the problem, that is 3ax bar minus 5ay bar plus 10az bar dot ax bar plus ay bar plus 8az bar by square root of 66. So here by multiplying, that is by dot product of ax dot ax value is 1, ay dot ay value is 1, az dot az value is 1, and the remaining dot product, that is ax dot ay, ax dot az, similarly ay dot ax, ay dot az, these are all values becomes to 0. So simply the dot product between these two vectors is 3 into 1 3 minus 5 into 1 5 plus 10 into 8 80. And as usual, in the denominator square root of 66. So in the numerator value 3 minus 5 plus 80 is equal to 78 by square root of 66. As p in nanocentimeters, so it is represented with the 10 power minus 9. Now clearly here we find the value of p bar dot ar bar. Now substitute in the potential expression, that is p bar dot ar bar by 4 pi epsilon naught r square. Already p bar dot ar bar value here we find, that is 78 by square root 66 into 10 power minus 9 by 4 pi into epsilon naught value 8.854 into 10 power minus 12, and r, that is distance between the points, square root 66 whole square. Now by calculating this value, finally we get the potential at the point Q is 1.3074 volt. Now the next problem. An electric field is given by E bar is equal to 6y square z ax bar 12xyz ay bar plus 6xy square az bar volt per meter, and delta L bar is equal to minus 3ax bar plus 5ay bar minus 2az bar micrometer. Find the work done in moving a 2 microcoulombs charge along this path if the location of the path is at A P1 0, 3, 5, B P2 1, 1, 0, P3 minus 0.7, minus 2, 0.4. Now the solution of this problem. The work done expression is Q minus Q E bar dot del L bar. Here this is the E bar expression and this is the del bar equation. Now by multiplying AX coefficient with AX only. Why? Because the remaining dot product values, that is AX dot product with AY, AX dot product with AZ values are equal to 0. So we have only take the dot product between AX and AX, AY and AY, AZ and AZ. So 6y square z with minus 3, that is minus 18y square z, 12xyz with 5, that is 60xyz, 6xy square with minus 2, that is minus 12xy square into 10 power minus 6, that is in micrometers. Now in the given problem, for first A at charge minus 2 into 10 power minus 6. Now substitute the point P1 0, 3, 5. That means these are the values of coordinates x, y, z. So substitute the x is equal to 0, y equal to 3, z equal to 5 in the above expression. That means here by substituting the x value 0, so simply these two terms are equal to 0. By substituting y and z as 3 and 5, this value is equal to minus 810. So finally minus into minus plus, and this value becomes to 1620 picojoules. And at point P2 1 comma 1 comma 0, that means the coordinates are x comma y comma z values. Now by substituting these values, the work done here, this is the expression. So here the values of y and y value is equal to 1 and z is taken as a 0. So that's why these two values becomes to 0, and 12xy square, that value is equal to 12. So minus into minus plus, this is equal to 24 picojoules. And the next another point, that is at point minus 0.7, minus 2 and 0.4, substituting the work done. Minus 2 into 10 power minus 12, minus 28.8 plus 33.6 plus 33.6. Finally, the work done at this point is equal to minus 76.8 picojoules. So this is the solution of the problem. Now the next problem is a wire of diameter 2 mm and the conductivity is 5 into 10 power 7 ohm per meter has 10 power 29 free electrons per meter cube. It is subjected to an electric field of 10 millivolt per meter. Determine the free electron charge density and the current density and current in the wire, the drift velocity of the electrons. So in this problem we have to take the charge of an electron as minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. So the expression for the surface charge density is n into E. Here n is the number of electrons and E is the charge. So the electron charge density rho E is equal to n into E. So here the n value is 10 power 29 and charge of the electron is, that is a constant value, that is minus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. So finally this value is equal to minus 1.6 into 10 power 10 coulomb per meter cube. Now another problem is determination of current density. According to point form of Ohm's law, the current density expression is, that is J is equal to sigma E. Here sigma is conductivity and that is given in the problem, that is 5 into 10 power 7, and electric field intensity, that is E. Now by substituting sigma and capital E values here, now the current density value is 500 kilo ampere per meter square. And the next question is current. As the definition of current density, it is the current per unit area. That means J is equal to I by S. Now the expression for I in terms of J and area is I is equal to J into S. So already in B, here we find the J value, and a wire having diameter 2 mm. So the area, that is the surface area, is pi by 4 d square. So pi by 4 into d, that is diameter. So to convert it into meters, so that by pi by 4 into 2 into 10 power minus 3 whole square, and here the J value is converted into ampere per meter square, that's why 500 into 10 cube. So by calculating this value, finally we get the current value 1.5707 amperes. And next, current density J is equal to rho v Vd. We have to find the drift velocity. So this is the relation between current density, charge density and drift velocity. So already in B we have find the value of J, that is 500 into 10 cube, and rho v value also we have determined in A, that is a minus 1.6. Now substitute here. Finally drift velocity value is minus 3.125 into 10 power minus 5 meter per second. The negative sign indicates the direction of velocity, which is opposite to the direction of applied electric field. So this is the final solution of the problem. The next problem is an aluminum conductor is 200 feet long and has a circular cross section with a diameter of 20 mm. If there is a DC voltage of 1.2 volt between the ends, find the current density, current, power dissipated from the knowledge of circuit theory by assuming sigma is equal to 3.82 into 10 power 7 mho per meter for aluminum. So in this problem we have to find the values of current density, that is J, current value I, power dissipated from the knowledge, that is P value. So let us discuss the solution. So here this is the height of the aluminum feeder. So the height of the aluminum feeder is given in terms of feet. So to convert the meters, so 2000 feet. So it is converted with 30 into 10 power minus 2 by multiplying 2000, which converts in meters, that is 600 meters. And electric field intensity is equal to potential by length. Here the potential value is 1.2 and the length of the aluminum conductor is 600 meters. So 1.2 by 600, that value is equal to 2 into 10 power minus 3 volt per meter. So we have to find the value of current density. So current density J is equal to sigma E, as according to point form of Ohm's law. So the sigma is conductivity and E is electric field intensity. So the sigma value is given in the problem, that is 3.82 into 10 power 7, and the electric field intensity value is 2 into 10 power minus 3. So the current density is equal to 76.4 kilo ampere per meter square. Current I is equal to J into S. So here the area of the conductor is pi by 4 d square. Here already J value, that is current density value, we find in the A, that is 76.4 into 10 cube, and pi by 4, this is the diameter of the conductor. To convert into meters, by multiply with 10 power minus 3, so 20 into 10 power minus 3 whole square. Now the calculated value for this expression is equal to 24 amperes. Now the power dissipated, P is equal to formula, we can write voltage into current, or V square by R or I square by R. So here we have the value of voltage and current. The voltage value is 1.2 and the current value is 24. Now the power dissipated value is equal to 28.802 watts. So this is the solution of the problem. Now the next problem, find the total current in outward direction from a cube of 1 meter with one corner as origin and the edges parallel to the coordinate axis. If J is equal to 2x square ax bar plus 2xy cube ay bar plus 2xy az bar ampere per meter square. So here there is given in the problem J value. So we have to find the value of total current for a cube of side 1 meter. Now the solution is according to continuity equation, I is equal to integral J bar dot ds. Now this surface integral by using Gauss divergence theorem in terms of volumes, that is del dot J bar into dV. Why? Because here the conductor is a cube, so it is an example for a volume case, volume charge distribution. So that's why here the surface charge expression is converted into volume charge. So I is equal to the current for a cube is find with the help of continuity equation, that is integral del dot J dV. So here the dV is the volume of the cube, that is for a Cartesian coordinate system is equal to dx dy dz, and the expression for the del dot J is dou jx by dou x plus dou jy by dou y plus dou jz by dou z. Now we have to find the values of dou by dou x of 2x square, that is coefficient of ax bar. Next to dou by dou y of 2xy cube plus dou by dou z of 2xy. So the partial derivative with respect to x, that is equal to 2x square value is equal to 4x and 2xy cube. Here y as a variable, x is a constant. So y cube partial derivative is 3y square. So that is 3 into 2, 6xy square. And here this is the partial derivative with respect to z, but the function has no z variable. So simply this value is equal to 0. So finally the del dot J value is equal to 4x plus 6xy square. Now we have to substitute the I is equal to integral del dot J dV expression So this is the del dot J value, and this is the volume. So these are the variables along x, y, z. So the limits x is equal to 0 to 1, y is equal to 0 to 1, z is equal to 0 to 1. Why? Because it is a cube which is as a one of the corner as a origin, and the cube is along the coordinate axis with a side of 1 meter. So along x axis, the x starts from origin to 1 meter. So x value is varying from 0 to 1. Similarly, y and z axis. So that's why the variables we have to taken from x, y, z from 0 to 1. So here now apply the integration with respect to x, that is 4x. So x integration is x square by 2. Here the 6y square is a constant. Again x integration is x square by 2 with the limits of 0 to 1. So here the integration with respect to is completed. So simply eliminate the dx value, and now substitute the 0 and 1 here. 4 by 2, that is 2. Here 3y square. So finally, so here 2 and 6 cancel by cancelling 3, and x value substituted by 1, that is 3y square. Now by the lower limit substitute 0, that is totally these values are becomes to 0. So simply we neglect the lower value. So integral 2 plus 3y square. Now apply integration with respect to y. So here 2 is a constant. So the integral constant is 2y, and y square integration is y cube by 3. So that is 3y cube by 3. Now limits 0 to 1 here. So here 3 and 3 are cancelled, and substitute the y value 1 here, that is 2 plus, and 3 cancel, so that is only y cube, that is 1 cube. So 2 plus 1, 3. Now integral with respect to z. So 3 is constant, that is integral dz value is z with limits 0 to 1. So finally the current value is equal to 3 amperes. Next problem. What is the potential at the center of a square with a side A is equal to 2 meters, while charges 2 microcoulombs, minus 4 microcoulombs, 6 microcoulombs, and 2 microcoulombs are located its 4 corners. So this is the figure represents the 4 charges and their respective charges at the positions, and the distance between the charges is 2 meters, that is each side is 2 meters, and this is the point center of the square. Now we have to find the potential at this point. So the distance between the charges and the point is measured. So this is the totally the distance between at the side of the square is 2, then the half of the side is 1 meter. So for a square this height is also equal to 1 meter. So this is the hypotenuse. So from that the square root of side square plus side square. So the distance between center to the any one of the side is equal to 2. So now we have to find the potential at point due to all these charges. So we have to find the potential due to charge QA, QB, QC, and QD. So the sum of the total potential is the final potential at the point P. So the potential for a point charge is expressed as V is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught R. R is the distance between the point charge and to the point. First we have to take the potential due to a charge QA, that is represented by VP1. So this is equal to QA by 4 pi epsilon naught R1. Now we have to find that value. So R1 value is equal to root 2. Similarly, potential due to charge QB, that is expressed as VP2 is equal to QB by 4 pi epsilon naught R2. R2 length is also equal to root 2 meters. Why? Because it is a square. So the point is at the center of the square. So automatically the distance between the center and the corners of the square is same. Similarly, for potential due to point QC is represented as VP3. So that is equal to QC by 4 pi epsilon naught R3. So R3 is equal to, value is also equal to root 2 meters. Similarly, potential due to QD charge is expressed as QD by 4 pi epsilon naught R4. So that is R4 value is also equal to root 2 meters. Now the total potential these four charges is, we have to common the values 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught R. R is also constant, that's why we have to common R value also. So the variables are only charges, so that's why the sum of variable charges, that is QA plus QB plus QC plus QD. So here the QA value is 2 and minus 4 plus 6 plus 2. So that is given in the problem. These are the variable charges at the corners of the square into 10 power minus 6. So by calculating these values, the potential at the point due to these four charges is equal to 38.131 kilovolt. So this is the final solution, that is a potential due to four charges which are corners of the square. So these are the problems based on dipole and current density. Thank you.